Hey you guys, it's MJ from I UNPLUG. I wouldn't say often, if I'm honest. I'd say I don't always bring my phone when I go out for walks. And these last 6-7 weeks, really, since coming back from Indonesia, have been in one way like some of the just deepest and darkest, and then in other ways some of the most exhilarating and uplifting, and almost like a feeling of promise. And I do tune into some astrologers. I'm finding myself like refining the energies and enjoying kind of certain go-tos for resonance, which I'm finding here on this channel as well. Like just a natural community is starting to arise, which I think for a lot of us is really, really important, and which is why like this stuff is such divine timing, because the path is so much about relinquishing control. Hi Karen, I had a sneaky feeling it was you, because I just responded to your message, and I like was thinking how I love your dancing. Well, let me show you more. And actually thank you, because really it was just like I came for a walk. This place that I live really close to is called Valley of the Rocks. The rocks are actually behind me here, and there's like there's like a whole bunch of different peaks of rocks. And I stepped outside today, and it was a really sunny day, warm, very spring-like, after just like intuitively, I live in intuition. I'm like intuitively starting pile of negative stew, and or some days it just feels like that's all that can be done. And I think that's this last cycle completion for me has been sort of the ultimate layer of surrender enforced, like, i.e. we create our own realities, and I'm like, all right, fine, I do it all. It's all me. I did all this, so guess what? I'm gonna figure it out. And so I came for a walk today because nature and spending time outside is part of the Fearless Life Guide, and I would say it's part of living in greater harmony and living greater union, is like spending time in kind of a sort of reverent devotion to nature, because this is our home. We live here. And so I did bring my phone, and I did like a little flow. There's like this rock's edge, and I did a little flow, and then I took, because it's so gosh darn warm outside, I had like a scarf and a chook. Hey Skylight Craig, how are you? And so I put that down on this little, it's like a perfect little meditation edge, and I put that down on the edge, and I just sat and meditated. And I'm sharing because I'm chuffed with myself. Because it's been a deeply kind of transformative few weeks. Needless to say, which some of you might resonate. It's like the wowzers, like lifelong failure patterns and unworthiness and not enoughness patterns, like rising to the surface. Stuff like I had no idea and wouldn't have known that I was carrying. Like, I'm a failure. I failed everyone, like a proper, and like it was weird because I was like watching myself. I happened to be, this is my mom, the divine mother, like, and I'm spewing this negative venom that totally unconscious of for years and years and years, especially in this, conscious transformation path. And then like 2 days ago, I'm like, and I'm speaking it in that way of how we process and feel into just, or are present with the self, present with the emotional field. So I'm like outside, bird's eye view, watching myself go into this sort of teenager mode of like crying to my mommy, seeing that girl, seeing that desperate, teenager looking for approval, yes, intensity with words, you feel it, right? And so So you know, that stuff came out within the last few days, and this is why this stuff is so fascinating and worth sharing, because it can blindside us. The energies, the more and more we surrender to like literally just living in the divine flow of your own energetic frequencies, and you're choosing to lean into love, right? Choosing to lean more toward these expansive, benevolent, loving, and abundant energies, then the other continues to be more despairing. The other continues to be, hey, Jennifer! Yeah, the other is more intense. Hence this, you know, the paradox of becoming more aware and becoming more sensitized. You got to be more responsible, you know, like you naturally don't want to go into certain environments anymore. You naturally just don't want to have certain conversations anymore. You know, because you're aware. You're aware that the things that you think and, you know, the energy that you're dynamically exchanging with, that is all a sort of a part of you, and or a part of you that you're ready to let go of, right? Like a part of you that you're ready to be like, i.e. me looking at the teenage girl being like, you're a big fat fucking failure and no one is ever going to love you and you're never going to succeed at life, you know, like that. And I'm looking at that going, I can see her and I can like salute her and I can like embrace her. And I can also let that girl go. I can also just be like, I love you. And I'm so grateful for these teachings, because all this suffering, all this despair, all this feeling, all this oversensitivity, all this like fear. And Karen, I totally legit align about like, for me, a lot of my body transformation stuff and ultimately my transformation, it's all the body. Like it's like visceral feelings of like ugliness and disgust and fatness and whatever it might be, right? And it's like literally in my light of awareness holding space for all those energies in my field, that I feel is my physical body, but that I'm aware that's still just energy, right? And the denser it is, I would say the kind of the deeper we gotta dig in, and that density can only become, you know, aware in our awareness when it's aware there, right? That was a great sentence. So yeah, it's been kind of intense few days, and I'm so thankful for this channel and for all of you. And I just want to aware of our awareness when it's aware there. You know what I mean, though. Sometimes when I work with clients, I'll often remind them, I'm like, the moment when we're aware of something, it's actually on its way out. That's the reward, I guess, or the divine compensation of some of this stuff, is that it's like we're already over it once we're hitting the yes, Talia. We're already kind of over the challenge or the fear or the obstacle once we're in it, or once we're seeing it, right? Fear! Once we're like, I'm aware of the fear, it's like, great! Because then the next time it would get easier. And I can't make those kind of promises to you guys, because sometimes these emotions... Didn't girl yeah. Sometimes the energies, and I finally I'm finally at this point where I really get what people I've met along the way who have been like, yes, Andrea, nice to see you live. Yeah, I think some of you guys can catch me when I go live at different, not at 4 in the morning. It doesn't matter because you guys are where you are in the world. I was saying about like, oh, it gets easier, and I'm like, well, I don't know if I'm somebody that wants to kind of make that promise to people, because I'm dropping into this sort of almost like just acceptance of the natural ups and downs and ebbs and flows. Hey, oh, you're a fellow Canadian. Hey there. Have you ever been to Tantagel? No. Hi, Nick. No, but why have you mentioned this before? Somebody's mentioned this to me already about Tantagel, or somehow it's come up. It appeared in my awareness and I was aware of it. Precisely, Talia. And yet, the kind of so this transformation stuff is wild in the mindscape. I would say wild in the mindscape, in as far as like I'm increasingly just in this like space of unknownness, and like I don't even know. I don't even have answers. I don't know nothing at all. But what is more tangible and visceral is this like, but I'm alive and I'm safe to be alive, and I'm and I'm allowed to be here, and I deserve to be here, and like this planet, like, oh my geez, right? I'm like, when it comes right down to the core of all of these beautiful changes and stuff, I recommend buying the book on Kindle and Audible. Hey, Love and Grace. Hey, oh, thank you. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, the land, this is our home. And I think for a lot of us on this kind of spiritual journey or path, it's like, it's the hurting of earth, like, it's like the disparity of violence and corruption on this planet that awakens us, right? So pretty. It awakens us to be like, it's beautiful. This is our home. We belong here. We're in resonance here. Like, we can thrive here. We don't need to destroy her. We don't need to like rape her. We don't need to just like try to like control and dominate and then like suckle like a vampire all of the resources that Earth has. It's like, no, it's benevolent. Like, there's more than enough, and we must take care of her, and then via that we take care of ourselves. We take care of ourselves, we take care of Earth, and it becomes this sort of beautiful, benevolent unfolding. And here's the thing: when I say all of those lovely words, it's not under an illusion. It's not saying that we're gonna pop out at some new Earth station and be just like fairies, like Tinkerbells and I don't know, Rainbow Bright dolls or something, right? Like that we will continue to expand and learn and grow and evolve is our mirror in a sense. Yes, exactly. Hence why we can keep sharing and then like just keep sharing, because for some people they're still stuck in like the destruction phase, you know, of the planet. And like, I just sometimes I'm like, you guys are awesome, FYI. Could I just put that out there that like the people who gravitate to my YouTube channel are like the best people on the planet. But for rizzles, yo. So I think I'll wrap her up there. I had like a visual like dropping my phone. I'm like, don't drop my phone. It could oh, my friendly friends. So this is oh my gosh, I'm so bad at geography, you guys. I'm like, I think that's the Atlantic Ocean. Some sea or something. And then you probably can't see, but if you can make it out, that's a sunset, yeah. The sun is setting. It's UK vibe, so it's gonna be down probably around 5-ish. I'm not sure what time it is actually. So this is hey Christian Guerra, how are you? So if you can make it out, like the coastline over there, that's actually Wales. And then I'm across from the next peak of this really rather exquisite coastline called Valley of the Rocks, which is like actually on my doorstep. Hi, Omega! Oh yes, oh, well, that's like another discussion, I would say, about the fairies and the elementals and the, you know, the creature kingdom, ultimately, which I definitely believe in. Like, some of us have resonances, right? Ooh, Andrea, come over to North Devon, my dear friend. Hence why I feel some people have resonances with mythical creatures, because we're actually aligned in that realm, like the elves or the fairies. I want to say like gnomes and a lot of the, you know, the Tolkien kind of dragons, right? Who doesn't love a fairy? I know. And then I'm just thinking, you guys, I believe in fairies. But what I'm not about is sometimes people like hearing this and they, oh, you can't just live. It's not like, but I do live in a form of reality. You know, and I do feel into that and believe in that, and then when more people turn up, it's like, see, yeah, we do get that. It's just called evolution, my friends. So I'm gonna sign off, you guys. I'm so thankful. I'm really glad I got to go live, because like it's like having a cup of tea with my mates, isn't it? But I shall like put my phone away. Probably just for like safety purposes, so I don't trip and fall down the hill. Whoop. Okay, you guys. Oh, I'm so like, I just like hot love vibrashe. I'm Neptuned. Everyone be easy. Oh, you guys are just the best. Have a beautiful day, and I love you, and I'll speak